Okay, so sitting up on our mats. So let's start by just finding our seat bones. So just rocking from side to side, one seat bone to the other. And really push those seat bones into the ground. And then come to that middle position. Rolling those shoulders back. Just feel your seat bones centered on the floor. Pop your hands behind your thighs and pull yourself forwards onto the front of your pelvis, onto your front bottom. And then just round back and tilt your pelvis onto the back side. And sit up tall and hold behind your legs and pull forwards again and really arch that back. Lift your chin up. And then round back and look down at your knees. And then round up, looking up, chin up and stretch. And then round back and let your hands go down your calves a little as you round back. And then take your hands down your calves and stretch your back and your hamstrings. Soften your knees. Push the right knee down and then the left knee down. Right knee down, left knee. Try and push both knees down. And then slide yourself up tall. Roll those shoulders back. Put the hands on the floor just behind you. And push that chest forwards. Try to keep vertical when you do this. Try not to lean back and push the chest up. The idea is that the pelvis is vertical. So we're sitting up on the middle bottom, pushing towards the front bottom, lifting that chest up, pushing that chin up to the sky, opening the lungs, opening the ribs. Big breath in and breathe out, putting those shoulder blades together. Rest off your hands, take your hands onto your thighs and just roll yourself forwards again. Roll yourself forward, soften your knees, push that right knee down and then the left knee down. Right knee down, left knee down. Now push both knees down, curl yourself forward. Stretch those arms straight. If you want to curl your fingers over your toes and then push your toes away from you and stretch in that back and those shoulders. Breathing in and out. And then release on that tension. Sit yourself up nice and tall, and this time put your hands a bit further away from your bum. So this time we are going to lean back. So lean back, open those shoulders, open those armpits and push the chest forward and squeeze those shoulder blades together. I don't really mind how your hands are. I think the fingers should point forward, but if they're pointing out sideways slightly, it doesn't really matter. Pull those shoulder blades back and push that chest forward, lift the chin up. Again, opening the ribs, breathe, big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Fill the lungs up and breathe out and bring that chin down into your chest and stretch your neck. Pull the shoulder blades back, stretching that neck. Really pull that chin down, pushing the chest forward, pushing the shoulder blades back. And then bring your eyes up to horizontal and sit yourself up and grab your roller. Okay, so leaning back on the roller, just with my elbows resting on it, and I'm on my bottom ribs. And I'm just going to roll gently. I can keep my chin up to start with, just to gradually get the back loosening. So I'm just doing a few inches at a time and working my way all the way up to the top. I'm taking hold of my head if it feels a bit delicate. And then let that head and neck traction and reach over the roller. Keep your bum low, so you're really opening and extending that spine, combating the leaning over the computer. Down to the bottom rib and then all the way back. And then all the way down. So I've got my hands on my pelvis at the moment, so I'm just makes my shoulders bridge the roller a little bit. Now I'm going to take my hands over my head and stretch Stretching my arms, just minding the hair so it doesn't get caught under the roller. Really nice and slow. So counting down the length of my spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I've got my head resting on it, and now the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're just really keeping in a slowish rhythm. Let those arms really reach over the roller. And then we're going to go over onto the left-hand side a little bit. So supporting that head and neck if you want, but try to keep the spine straight. Try not to keep your head so that you're looking horizontal. Try to keep it so you're looking up at the ceiling. And then go over onto that left-hand side. So take that left arm level with your ear, in line with your spine, so it's going straight up. It's not coming forwards, trying to keep it straight up. I'm going all the way along the length of my sides, down to the bottom ribs, through my shoulder blade, into my armpit, and I can rest my bum down, and all the way back again. All the way down, all the way back up. And then go over onto my back again, onto the back of my ribs to start with, or my shoulder, over onto my back, fully, full length, stretching, and then over onto the right hand side. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, and put that right arm all the way up so it's level with your ear, in line with your spine, going down to the bottom rib, through the edge of the shoulder blade, into the armpit, and all the way back. All the way down, and all the way back. Again, all the way down, and all the way back. Good. One more. And then roll back onto the back. And you have to pivot a bit to stay on the roller. I've moved right onto my back now. Holding my head, opening that chest. Thumb on the floor, head on the floor, stretching that chest to make it nice and long from your navel all the way up to your chin. Okie doke. Now we're gonna sit the bum on the floor, lift yourself up, and pop that roller out of the way. Okay, rolling over onto your tummy, we're going to stretch the chest. So rolling onto our tummy, lying with our hands in a slight pitchfork position. Feel the tops of your toes on the floor, feel the tops of your knees on the floor and your thighs. Make your body straight. With this, we're going to stretch the left arm first. So leaving the left arm in the pitchfork position, bring the right hand next to the chest, put the left cheek on the floor and turn the body over, lifting that right leg, left and right models. Lift that right leg up so that your left side is on the ground and your right side is lifting. So roll the left shoulder up to the ear and then pull it down towards your waist. And then that will enable you to lift a little bit higher. So feel the stretch in the front of that shoulder and the chest. Now push that left arm into the ground at a 20% contraction. Pushing the left arm into the ground and supporting the body with the right arm and the right knee. Pushing that left arm down. Breathing in and out. Now release that push and lift off the right arm a little more. You're only going to move a few millimeters, it's not a lot. Now push the left arm again into the floor, keeping the shoulder down towards the waist. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Release that push and lift a little bit higher. And one more, pushing the left arm into the floor. Pushing, hold that tension, pull that shoulder blade down, draw in the core, lengthen the left leg. Release the push on the arm and lift a little bit more of that right hand. Pushing off the right knee as well, keeping the body straight. And release that push. Come back onto your tummy and then over onto the other side. So the right arm in the pitchfork position, left hand by your chest. Right cheek on the floor, left knee comes up. Roll the right shoulder up to the ear and pull it down towards your waist. And you might need to extend that right arm away from the body a bit. Okay, lifting the left side, feel the stretch in your chest. You feel the stretch in the chest and the front of this right shoulder. Okay, push the right shoulder, the right arm into the floor, keeping the shoulder blade down. Lengthen that right leg. Pushing that right arm into the ground. Pushing, release and lift the body a bit higher. Breathing in on the out breath, push that arm into the floor again, keeping the shoulder down, don't let your shoulders hunch up. Pushing, so the tension should be more than 10 seconds, no more than 20. Keep that push. Release and lift up a bit higher. Lengthen the head up the mat a bit. Push that right arm into the ground one more time. Pushing. Breathing in and out. Lengthen that right leg. Release that tension in the arm and lift a little bit higher. Good, and release the body. And roll back over onto your back. Rolling back over onto your back. So your arms should feel nice and, or your chest nice and stretched. Bend your knees up. Lengthen the head and neck. Roll the shoulders up to the ears. Pull the shoulders down to the ground and bring those arms out to 90 degrees. And bend the elbows so the hands are pointing up to the sky. So just keeping those shoulders pulling down towards the waist. We're just going to look at our shoulder stability and have a bit of awareness. So taking those backs of the hands to the floor and your shoulder blade should stay on the ground the whole way around. Should be able to get your wrist on the floor. Hillary, you might find this a bit harder. Hands up to the sky. And then taking the arm forward. So this one, you've got to keep the shoulder blade down on the ground. So probably you can go to about 45 degrees. Maybe lower. Keeping your elbow at 90 degrees. Yep, lift those arms back up to the sky. Take those arms all the way over again. So keeping those shoulder blades stabilised. Keep that neutral spine. Don't arch your lower back. And then bring those hands straight up to the sky and rolling those hands forwards. So you can increase this by putting a weight in your hand. We're not going to do that now, but you can have a weight in your hand. The gravity pulls it down and then you resist the weight and then you release and stretch further until you get the underneath of your arm closer to the ground. Okay, slide those hands into our side, lengthen those legs out straight, pop the hands under your bum, pushing off the elbows, we're going to come up into the fish. So squeezing those shoulder blades together, push yourself up so you come onto the top of your head, and you can release your hands out from under your bum, pushing off those elbows, lengthening the chin away from the breastbone, breathing in, stretching those ribs away from the breastbone. And breathing out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in. Open up that chest, draw in your core, protect your lower back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then release, lowering yourself down on the mat, bring your left knee in and your right knee in. Bring those knees up, pull your nose up to your knees, gently stretch the back the other way. Then put your legs out onto the floor, straighten them out, arms over your head, reaching your fingers away from your toes, stretching in those shoulders and bring those arms back over by your side. Slide your fingers under your bum, roll your shoulders up to your ears, down to the floor, Push off those elbows, lift up onto the top of your head and pushing those toes away, drawing in that core, pushing those shoulder blades together, bringing that breastbone up to the sky. Breathing in, stretch those ribs off that breastbone and breathing out. And breathing in. Fill those lungs up with air. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in your back, draw in your tummy. Squeezing those shoulder blades. Lengthen your neck, lengthen your toes. And release down to the ground. Maybe hold your legs to help yourself lower. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug your backbone up and bring your nose in between your knees so you're really curving the other way. One more of them. Breathe out, toes on the floor, arms over your head. Reaching, right hand from right foot. Left hand from left foot. Both hands from both feet. Arms come up and over your head. Hands by your side, slide your fingers under your bum. Push off those elbows, lifting up on the floor, onto the top of your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen your chin away from your toes. Pushing your breastbone to the sky, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in and stretch the ribs and fill the lungs. Breathing out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in. Fill the lungs and stretch the ribs. Draw in the tummy, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pushing off the elbows and release. Down to flat, pull the left knee in, the right knee in, hug those knees. Bring the nose between the knees. Good, lengthen those legs out straight on the floor. Put the arms straight up in the air. Take the arms over the head. Reaching right hand from right foot, left hand from left foot. Right hand from right foot, left hand from left foot. Bring that right knee into your body. Hug it up towards your armpit. And then bring that right knee over your body. Take your right hand out away from you. Turn your head to the right so your cheek's on the floor. And pull this right knee down, breathing in and out. Lengthen that left leg. Push those left toes away from the top of your head. Pushing that right knee away from your right hip away from your right shoulder. Breathing in and out. Roll back onto your back, pull that knee into your chest. Let that leg go out straight, arms over your head. Reaching and stretching, bring the arms back, take hold of the left knee, pull that into your body. Breathing in on the out breath, pull that knee over your body. Push that left hand away from you, turn your eyes to the left. Breathing in and out and push those left hands away. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, pushing that left hand away from the left shoulder away from the left hip. Taking that left knee to the floor. And then roll back onto your back, pull that left knee in towards your chest. Take your left leg out straight, push those arms over your head. Reaching the fingers from the toes and then bring the arms back down by your side. Bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Breathing in on the out breath, peeling that bum up off the ground, coming up into the bridge. Pull those shoulder blades together, pivot yourself so that your shoulders come together. Resting on your heels, light on the toes, push those fingers down towards your heels. Holding your bum in the air, breathing in, breathe out. Lower your vertebra one at a time, stretching out that back. Arch the back at the bottom, breathe in, breathe out, curl all the way back up again. Squeeze and lift, breathing in, breathe out, curl all the way down. Breathe in at the bottom, breathe out and lift. One vertebra at a time, so we're curling up onto the shoulders, bring those arms over your head. Push those shoulder blades down and the fingers away so the arms are nice and straight. Lengthen that head and neck, squeezing with the bum, breathing in, breathing out and lower one vertebra at a time. Curling, your bum is the last thing down to the ground. Waistband is second last. All of the ribs have to go down first. Arch the back at the bottom. Let's leave the hands there. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling all the way back up, pushing that those vertebrae into the ground, keeping the knees hip distance apart. Don't let them hang out sideways. Pull the shoulders down, lengthen the head and neck. Breathing in, breathe out, one vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the floor. Arch the back at the bottom. Bring those arms back down by your side. Breathing in, push those shoulders down towards the hips. Breathing out, lifting all the way back up again. Control your knees, don't let them wander around. Bring those arms over your head. Lengthen that head and neck. Breathing in, breathe out and lower. Curling, curling, curling. One rib, the second, the third, the fourth, all the way down. Arching that. Rounding that back into the floor, then arching it at the bottom and bring those arms back over. Good, flatten one more time, arching all the way up. Bring those arms over your head, lengthen your head and neck. Breathing with the bum and then rounding the back all the way back down to flat. Good, pushing the fingers away from the head, bring them back over the body. Rest them by the side, lengthen those legs out straight. Breathing in, on the out breath, slide the fingers up the legs, rolling all the way up to sitting, reaching forwards towards those feet, soften your knees, pull your body forward, stretch that lower back, let that head drop down so you stretch the whole length of those back muscles. Push the right knee down and then the left knee down, right knee, left knee, both knees down. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Pop your hands on the floor behind your bum. Lift yourself up onto your middle bottom. Rest yourself down. Take your arms out wide. Put your palms together. Drop the thumbs to the top of your head. And then push those hands up to the sky and look up to them after, with your eyes. Push your knees down into the ground. Big breath in. Open your ribs, draw in the core. Take those hands out wide. Hands on the floor, open up the armpits, put the hands on the floor a bit behind you, breathing in, breathing out, clench your bum and lift up into that reverse plank, clenching the bum, pushing that chest up, lengthening the head away from the toes, breathing in and out and lowering yourself back down to the floor. Sitting up tall, push yourself forwards onto your front bottom and then roll yourself down so your hands come towards your feet. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. And turn and lift that body. Lifting and turning. Eyes up, top of your head up to the sky. So I'm using this left hand to push my body forward and up. And I'm using this right hand to turn my body around. Breathing in and out. And then release. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Push off the right hand to keep yourself straight. Push off the left hand to turn yourself around. Breathing in. And out to turn. Shoulders down, pull that right shoulder back. Push off that left hand, push off that right hand. And then turn back to straight. Roll yourself down towards your feet one more time. Soft knees, pulling yourself forward. Stretch them down. Okay, sit yourself up. Turn over onto your tummy. Turning over onto your tummy. Forehead on the ground. Putting those hands by your side. Lengthen your head and the head away from your toes. Feel even pressure under your toes. Feel even pressure under your thighs. Feel the hips are level. Drawing in the core, tummy button off the floor. Shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky, round and down. Breathing in. On the out breath, shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Lengthen those fingers, pull those fingers away from the top of your head. Pull those shoulders down your back. Drawing in that core, make sure the tummy button's lifted off the floor. Tighten your bum, tighten your thighs. Toes can stay on the ground or they can be just off the ground. But lengthen those legs, lengthen those hands down towards your knees. Lengthening your neck away and putting your top of your head away from your toes. Roll those shoulders down, bring the arms back to the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders up. Arms come up, reaching those fingers down towards your toes, pushing your head away from your toes, drawing in your core. Holding your arms here. Squeezing with the bum, lift those legs up, holding them up. Lift the hands up 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders down. Rest everything on the floor. Roll shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Legs come up, passing the arms. 3, 2, 1. Rolling and down. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Lengthen those legs and lift them up. Lengthen that head. Push the top of the head away from the toes. Lifting those legs up. 1 leg at a time. Left leg first. 3, 2, 1. Hold still. Right leg. 3, 2, 1. Hold still. Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Hold still. Round everything and lower it. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Lengthen the legs. Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 3, 2, 1. Arms again. 3, 2, 1. Draw the tummy in and lower. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Lift your head and chest up. Drawing the tummy in. Make sure your tummy button's off the floor. Pull those shoulder blades together. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Lengthen those legs. Tighten the bum. Lift the arms and upper body up. 3. Keep the tummy off the floor. 2, 1, and lower. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting the upper body. Arms come up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Push those fingers down to the toes. Clench the bum. Lengthen the legs. Pulsing the upper body up. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift the legs up together. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Try and push the hands to the feet. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Draw the tummy in. Make sure it's off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reaching the fingers down to the toes. Tensing the bum and release. Good. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up, upper body's up. Clench the bum. Point those toes, push them away from you. Holding the body. Drawing in the core, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push those toes away from you, clenching with the bum. Eyes to the floor, squeeze the shoulders together, push the toes away. Lifting the tummy off the floor. And release. Bring those hands up level with your ears. We're going to do a half cobra. So forehead on the ground, roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky, pull those shoulders down towards the waist. Clench the bum, lengthen the legs, point the toes away, breathing in. On the out breath, pull those elbows down towards the waist and lift the head and chest off the floor. The elbows aren't really moving on the floor, they're just pulling down, which pulls those shoulder blades down. Drawing that tummy, so I'm resting, pushing on my pubic bone, but still resting on my bottom rib. Tummy's a bit elevated. Pull those shoulders down, lengthen my head away from my toes. And release. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting by pulling my elbows down, pulling my shoulder blades together, lengthen the head away from the toes, drawing in the tummy, lifting it off the floor, resting on the pubic bone and the bottom ribs. And lower. Breathing in. Breathing out, lifting, pulling those elbows down, pulling those shoulder blades back and together, lengthen those legs, open that chest, squeeze, lift the left ear up towards away from the toes. tilting the head to the right. Lift that left ear up and stretch that neck. Keep those elbows pulling and the shoulders back. Release the head. Lift that right ear up and away. Pull the left ear towards the left shoulder. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, lengthening those legs. Head back to center and lower back to the floor. Rest your head and keep it on the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift those hands and forearms up. Keep the elbows down and lower. Breathing in. Breathe out. Lift the hand and forearms up and lower. Engage the core. Engage the bum. Lengthen the legs. Draw in the tummy. Lift the hands and forearms up and lower. Breathe in. On the out breath, hands and forearms up and elbows up. Get those hands above the head, elbows above the head. Breathing in, breathe out, tuck the elbows down and lift up again. And tuck those elbows down and lift up again. Lengthen the head away from the toes, clench the bum, draw in the tummy. Touch the elbows down, lift up again, lengthen the head and neck away from the toes. Draw in the core, holding those arms up high and pulse those arms. 3, 2, 1 and release. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the head and pulse those arms. 3, 2, 1 and lower. Breathing in. Breathe out, roll the shoulders up to the ears, pull them down, lift those hands and forearms and elbows up. Keep the forehead on the ground, push those toes away from you, clenching your bum, drawing in your core. Hands up, 3, 2, 1. Lengthening those legs, keep the arms in the air. Both legs up, 3, 2, 1 and lower. Breathing in on the out breath. Pulling up in a half cobra again. Elbows down towards the side, lengthen those legs away, lifting the upper body up, eyes to the ground, pull those shoulder blades together. Pull those shoulder blades together. And lower. And again. Breathing in and out, pulling ourselves up into the half cobra, lengthen the legs, clench the bum. Pull that chest forward, pulling those elbows down, lengthen the head away from you. Bending in that mid-rib area and lower. Breathing in, hand and forearms up again. Lengthen the body, draw in that core and lift that head and chest up too. Lengthen those legs away, clenching with the bum, pointing the toes, pushing the feet away from you. And pulse the arms and upper body. 3, 2, draw the core in. 1, hold, and the legs up. 3, 2, 1, hold, and the arms up. Keep the head and neck off the floor, but don't move them. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. One more of them, and then we do something else. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting the head and chest and the arms up. Lengthen the lower body. Drawing in the core, resting on the pubic bone and the bottom rib. Bringing those arms up, 3, 2, 1, hold, bringing both legs, 3, 2, 1, hold, bringing both arms, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Put your hands next to your chest. We're going to come up into up dog and then straight into child pose. So basically peeling your body up off the floor. So breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen the legs away from you. Pull those shoulders back and down. Lift the head and chest off the ground. Just keep going up, bum in the air too, bum back. And into child pose, stretching that back the other way, releasing. Pulling those hands forwards on the floor, stretching those arms out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Walk the hands to the left-hand side of the mat and stretch down the right. And walk the hands over to the right hand side of the mat and stretch the left. Come up onto all fours. Arch the back up. And sink the back down. Eyes coming up. Arch the back up. And sink the back down, spreading the chest, spreading the bum. And come into neutral. Walk your knees forwards and you're going to sit on your mat. Take hold of your stick. So, sitting on the mat, legs out straight. So just put the stick on the knees for the moment. We're just sitting up tall, roll yourself forwards. Soft knees, stretch those hamstrings. Let the head fall down, push the right knee down, left knee. Sit yourself up. Pop your hands on the floor behind your bum. Push those shoulders together and push that chest forward. Opening up. Rest those knees down. Rest yourself on your middle bottom and take hold of your stick. So you can start by holding it across your chest. Breathing in, breathing out, lean back. And come up to vertical. And lean forward. And come up to vertical. And lean back. Come up to vertical. And lean forward. Come up to vertical. Back. Vertical and forward. Vertical. Okay, take the stick in your hands, push it up to the sky. Chest forward, bring it down to your chest, shoulder blades back, touch your chest with it. Up to the sky above your head, push those knees down in the floor. Bring the stick down behind your head, touching your shoulders. Push the stick up, knees and feet into the floor. Bring it down to your chest. Push it up to the sky. Chest up, bring it down behind your head. Leaving it here, leaning back. Leaning back, sitting up tall. You can soften your knees if you want. Leaning forwards. Onto your front bottom. Up to straight. Leaning back, staying nice and long. Pulling those shoulder blades back. Up to vertical. Leaning forwards. Up to vertical. Leaning back. Bend those knees. Turning round to the right. And centre. And left. And centre. And right. And centre. And left. And centre. Pushing the knees down, coming up to straight, to vertical. And leaning forward. Soften the knees, try and get onto your front bottom. Try to keep that neutral spine. Open the chest, pull those shoulder blades together. In this position. Take the stick away from your back. Touch your back. It's only moving a few millimeters. Take the stick away. Touch it back. Away again. Touch it back. Away. Touch it back. Come up to vertical. Push those knees flat on the floor. Look at your toes. Are they pointing straight up? Are your feet straight? Clench your bum and pull your knees apart. Take the stick away from the back. Push the stick up to the sky. Bring it down behind you, but don't touch your back with it. Push it up high. Don't touch your back. Reaching up, chest up. Bring it down, don't touch your back. Open that chest. Good, pushing it up high. And you can pull against one hand against the other to create some tension. Make sure those knees are straight. Bring that stick down, keeping it behind you. Chin up. One more up. Bring the stick over in front of you. Reaching forwards. Back up to vertical. Reaching forward. Try to keep the stick up horizontal off the floor. Good. Keeping it up high, chin up, and back up to vertical. And reaching forwards. back up to vertical, stick up above your head, bring it down behind you, turning to the left while we're vertical, turning to the right while we're vertical, turning to the left, stay vertical, chest up, turning to the right, chest up, back to center, bend your knees a bit, leaning back, open the chest, lift the right foot off the floor, left foot off the floor, right foot down, left foot down, keep the chest open, left foot up, right foot up, right foot down, left foot down, left foot up, right foot up, left leg straight and bend, right leg straight, bend, both feet down, lengthen the legs out, come back up to straight, push the stick up high above your head, bring it over your head, reaching forwards, put it over your toes and stretch. Let your shoulders stretch, let your arms come long, let your shoulders stretch from the middle of your back. Stretch from your waistline, push those toes away from you against the stick and stretch that upper back. Turning a bit to the left and stretch more the right arm. Turning a bit to the right and stretch more the left arm. Coming back to center, pushing those toes away, pulling yourself forwards. Drop that stick on the floor. Pulling yourself forwards, sit yourself up straight, arms horizontal, breathing in, breathing out, collapse that pelvis and go down on the mat, one vertebra at a time, all the way down, lengthen those legs away from you, come down to flat, bring the arms over your head, arms all the way over your head, reaching, fingers away from toes, right hand from right foot, left hand from left foot. Take the arms all the way up to the sky, point them up to the sky, keep them pointing to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out, chin into your chest, roll yourself up, trying to keep those arms pointing up to the sky. Come up to straight, keeping those arms level with the ears pointing up to the sky. Breathing in, on the out breath, rolling down. One vertebra at a time. All the way down, keeping those arms pointing to the sky. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, pull those shoulders down, plant the shoulder blades into the ground. Keep the hands pointing up. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling yourself all the way up, hands to the sky, as much as you can, pushing those fingers up high, pushing that chest forward, well done. Reaching, 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 eyes horizontal and breathing in. And out and rolling down to the ground again. Rolling down, keeping the hands up high. Good, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down, push the shoulder blades in the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out, push yourself up high again, sitting yourself up. Arms up high, bring those arms down to horizontal. Bring those arms out behind you. Fingers pointing towards your bum. Roll the shoulders back, leaning back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, open the chest, breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze your bum, lift it up off the ground, lifting it up. Open that chest, pull those shoulder blades together. Lift the body up above the shoulders. Good, breathing in, out and lower the bum to the ground. Resting on your middle bottom, push yourself forwards, roll yourself down towards your toes, soften your knees, pull yourself forward, breathing in and out. Drop that head down, breathing in and out. Rolling yourself back up to straight. One more with the reverse planking. Hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your toes. Open those armpits. Pull the chest open, pull the shoulder blades together, bring the chin up, breathing in. Breathe out, lift that bum off the floor, trying to push your body up above your shoulders. up to the sky above the shoulders. Pull those shoulder blades together, breathing in, drawing the core, squeeze the bum, lift the hips up higher, and then lower the hips back down to the ground. Pushing onto the middle bottom, pushing yourself up tall off your hands, pushing yourself up tall, holding yourself there, hands on your legs, roll the shoulders, take the arms to, arms up high, around and down, arms up high, staying there, push those fingers up to the ceiling, breathing in and out, bring those arms back down to the floor, left hand on right knee, right hand behind, lift and turn, lifting, pushing off this right hand, pushing the chest up high, pushing off the left hand to turn you. Release. Right hand on left leg, left hand behind, push off that left hand, pulling off that right hand to help yourself turn. Lifting your head up high, breathing in and out, and turn yourself back to center. Roll your shoulders, one more reach down towards your feet, soften those knees, let that head drop down, loosen that neck by rolling the head a little bit. Roll yourself up tall, pop your hands on the floor, push yourself forwards into straight, and then roll your shoulders. Big breath in and breathe out. Well done. That was a little bit more exciting than sometimes.